Welcome to the RV Entrepreneur Podcast, the weekly show for nomads, work campers, RVers, and entrepreneurs looking to earn a living or build a business while enjoying the RV lifestyle. This week's host is Jim Nelson. Let's settle in and enjoy the RV Entrepreneur Podcast, brought to you by RV Life.
Hello and welcome back. This is the RV Entrepreneur Podcast. I'm Jim with RV Life, and I've got a little something special for this episode. I recently had the chance to attend the 2023 Adventure Van Expo in Evergreen, Colorado. Four Wheel Campers invited Renee and I to come show off our new Project M truck tupper camper and the work in progress that is our current build out. We're going to be living in the rig for a while, so I put in some cabinets and built a small galley. And we had lots of folks stopping by to check out the recycled plastic sheeting I'm using to skin the frames I built. But you know, there was a lot more interest in what we're going to be using for a toilet. That may be because I'd say 98.7% of all the vendors at RVE built van conversions, or they made products for folks living the van life. We were surrounded by vans of all sorts, but I did find some interesting new gadgets and the people who love to talk about them. If you're into vans, this show is for you, and if not, you'll enjoy hearing about some pretty cool mattresses, an awesome water purification system, some slick storage solutions and other accessories, and some pretty bitchin' brand new electric dirt bikes. Oh, and a few builders doing some cool stuff for vans and overland rigs. So, join me now for my live report from the 2023 Adventure Van Expo in Evergreen, Colorado. I'm sure you'll agree, it's fantastic. See what I did there? So this is Jim with the RV Entrepreneur Podcast, and I am live at the Adventure Van Expo Evergreen, Colorado 2023. Jack, can you tell me what Adventure Van Expo is all about?
Hey there. The Adventure Van Expo is all about the community that we've created. So what it is it's actually an RV/van community meetup where it's a chance for people to get exposed to the van world. Every city we go to, we typically bring the van builders from that area to expose that population to it. But at the same time, we have camping, live music, and food trucks.
That's fantastic. It has been fun, and I've been enjoying the wide variety of builders. The vast majority are people building out vans, but there are accessories and such here. It sounds like you do these a number of times.
Yeah, so this is our 4th show into our 10-show season. We typically tour from April to October. Our next show is actually in Topsfield, Mass, so we got to do a long drive out there. And yeah, I think this is our 4th year in Colorado.
How long have you been doing the Adventure Van Expo?
I believe this is our 6th or 7th year.
All right, and where can people learn more? Where's the calendar?
Check us out on adventurevanexpo.com or Adventure Van Expo on Instagram to see more about our show.
Thanks so much for putting this on. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Jim.
So let's start here with my neighbor, Dylan. You're here in your Project M as well, but you get a lot of traffic here because we're looking at a couple sweet looking bikes, the Terra bikes. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so we brought 2 Terra bike primes. This is our first production model made here in Colorado, in Carbondale. So we like to say born in Colorado and tested in Utah.
Sweet.
So they're primarily used for off-road travel, so they're long travel, 6 inches in the rear and 8 inches in the front. But of course, if you're going to build a new bike, you want to make it look slick for city people like myself, for commuting, getting around town, going to the grocery store, the office. But you know, ultimately we want to have fun in the mountains. That's why we have these rigs, the 4-wheel campers, and also the bikes. So we want to be able to make sure we rip single track well. Really cool thing about these bikes is they're a low-powered scooter by the eyes of many state laws. So here in Colorado, I can register it as a low-powered scooter, which means I don't need to get it plated. I just get a little bit of a sticker, and then I can ride it on road, street legal. But of course, that's again what we're not about. I like to hit the trails and go rooster tailing, hit single track and double track, and get further out than my truck can take me, while also coming back home safely.
So that looks obvious. It's definitely got some beefy off-road tires on it, but it's got a steampunk kind of leather with aluminum and some kind of cafe racer look. So it's definitely sweet looking. But tell me about the fabrication. You guys are making this all out of aluminum?
Yeah, so we have aluminum boxes which hold the battery, controller, and wiring harness. So that's mostly waterproof. You have some communication ports, and that's really the only inlet for water, dust, or anything. but the frame is actually made out of 1-inch tubing, chromoly tubing, so very, very robust. You can really beat it up, smash it on rocks, throw it down on the ground, and pick it right back, and it still works.
And you got some, disc brakes on it. What kind of components did those come from?
Yeah, so we wanted to keep the bike as lightweight as possible. With electric, any pound kind of reduces your range. So we actually are using mountain bike 4-piston brakes, downhill bike brakes, keeping the weight down. So it allows us to use a mountain bike front fork. But we also, knew that it was going to be a heavier bike, so we beefed up the front fork with a heavier duty spring, and we have a motorcycle specific spring in the back as well.
So speaking of weight, RVers are going to be interested in that. They look really lightweight. How much do they weigh, and how might you mount this if you're hitting the road?
Yeah, so this actually surprises a lot of people. These actually weigh only 160 pounds. So walking up to them, it's clear that it's tube framing. It's clear that it's sheet metal. It's no plastic on the whole bike. We like to say made of metal, not plastic. So the 160 weight is actually really primarily the motor and the battery.
So let's talk about the performance there. What type of motor, what kind of lasting battery, what kind of performance do you get?
Yeah. So our battery is a 72 volt, 3 kilowatt, about 3.4. The peak output is about 12 kilowatts, and then sustained peak's about 8.
So translate that into speed.
Yeah, so it rides like a 125 two-stroke. Top speed will be about 55, 60, depending on rider weight. Your acceleration is pretty quick, about 3 to 4 seconds from about 5 to 45 miles an hour.
And there's no gears, but I heard you talking about 3 levels or modes there. What does that get you?
So mode 1 is eco mode. It rides very much like a pedal assist bike. It tops you out at about 28 miles an hour. I ride that in kind of neighborhood situations, around camp if I'm trying to be safe and not really get on the throttle. And then mode 2 takes you to like city mode. So that tops you at about 38 miles an hour. The acceleration curve's quite a bit quicker than mode 1. And then mode 3 is off-road or highway mode. And that tops you at about 55.
And then what kind of distance do you get in those modes?
Yeah, mode 1 will get you about 60 miles.
Wow.
Mode 3 will get you about 35 if you're really hard on the throttle. And everywhere in between, just kind of really, again, rider weight dependent and also elevation gain dependent.
And I saw you pull up. You had 2 of these bikes mounted on your hitch on what kind of truck you have there?
Yeah, so we have a Ford F-150. And so we put the Project M camper shell on here so we could fit 2 bikes inside by themselves. Or if we're going camping, we're going to go to like an expo like this, we'll have all our camping gear, our cooler and everything, and I'll put 1 bike inside and 1 bike on the tray rack.
And you mentioned, not prototypes, but kind of first edition models here. Mm-hmm. Is this a brand new project for you?
It's a brand new project, yeah. So we've had 2 working prototypes. The second working prototype we have here in front of me, and then our production model is also right behind it here as well.
But I bet you're taking pre-orders.
We're taking pre-orders. We're booked up until about January.
Wow.
So we take $250 fully refundable deposit to hold your spot in the build queue, and then when I start ordering the batteries, which are custom made in Chicago, it takes about three months for them to build those batteries and source all the cells from reputable places, and then I get the motors and we start the fab work, and then I call you up. We talk about color schemes and kind of your end use, if you're going to use it mostly for street, if you say you're in Manhattan, or if you're out here in Colorado, you want to dual sport like I have mine set up, or we've even sold a couple bikes to ranchers who want to go run fence line, and so we put proper dirt bike tires on.
Fantastic. So where would people learn more?
TerraBikes.com or Instagram at TerraBikes_bikes.
All right. Thanks for sharing. Good luck with this.
Appreciate it.
So now we're here with Darwin from Wilderness Vans, and what brought me over here is this amazing grid truck build out. When did Wilderness Vans start, and what are you guys doing here?
So Wilderness Vans started about 6 or 7 years ago, and we started doing van conversions on Econolines for our personal use. And then we saw that there was a gap in the Canadian market, and that's when we started producing floor plans for other vans in Canada, and then realized there was a market in the U.S. because of the U.S. exchange rate as well. So that's kind of what got us into building vehicles. But we don't just do vans, so we got into the truck market. We also have slide-in campers. We do connects. We do a lot of different builds based on platforms, budgets, where you're going, what you're doing. One of the things about the grid that makes it a little more unique is people that want to utilize a van don't have the same kind of towing capacity. So if you're doing this as a toy hauler and you want to be able to camp, you can't do that typically with a van, so that's where we used a truck chassis and built a fixed camper on it that still has a 20,000 plus towing capacity, where it's tailored to a market that isn't looking to necessarily pull with an RV, even though an RV has the ability and pulling capacity. but you're pretty confined to staying on pavement.
So this grid we're looking at, it's pretty impressive. Tell me exactly what is this built on, and what kind of amenities does it offer?
So this one here, we've got a few different floor plans. This one is our crew cab on a 550 chassis. It's got a DBL conversion with it. And then total length with this is 25 foot, but we do build them on a 550 chassis with a regular cab, and they do a slightly smaller camper that puts you at 18 foot. And you still have the DBL conversion for handling all the additional weight, off-road capabilities, and you're sitting on 42-inch tires with beadlock rims. You do have the pass-through from the cab to the camper as well as the door, but the thing that makes us a little more unique than other units in this realm is that we actually maximize underbody storage for storing tools and gear, and our water system is not underbody, it's all within the camper itself, so that it's a true 4-season use.
And the grid is more of a newer offering with
so this is our third unit that we have built. We're in the process of building 4 more right now that are on a Ford chassis, and then we also have 4 others that we're building on a Ram chassis.
And you've grown the company traditionally on the vans, wilderness vans. Do people tend to bring a van and build it, or do you sell them, or both?
Yeah, so we have built spec vans that then we sell as like a full unit with the van. But in order to work both in Canada and the US and avoid importing vehicles back and forth, we have clients bring their van to us, and then we do the build. And what works is when people are on our website, you can select any kind of make and model of van that you have or that you want to own, and then you can see all the variety of different floor plans that are available. And then within those floor plans, you can start mixing and matching different things and choosing the components you want, whether you want, marble countertop or bamboo. Choose your finishes. Yes, I want upper cabinets. No, I don't. And it all gives the pricing in real time, both Canadian and US.
Awesome. So it sounds like it's more of a custom solution, and people kind of pick and choose what they want.
Yeah.
And then what kind of lead times, or does that vary depending on the vehicle?
So we, just to back up on the custom, we're custom within the floor plans that do exist, and we do provide further customization, but then it's outside of the price point that's quoted for that. But lead times, we're not here to pump them out, so we do a build time's usually 4 to 6 months, depending on what kind of unit it is and what floor plan, and then we're booked out into spring of next year. So somebody booking right now and brings us their vehicle in the spring, they'd have it ready to go for summer of 2024.
Right on. It looks busy over here, so have a great show. Where can people find out more?
So you can find us at wildernessvans.com, and then we're also on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, all under Wilderness Vans.
All right. Thanks for your time.
Yes, thank you.
So now we're here with TJ from Venture House, and you've been building vans for a few years now?
Yes, 7 years ago, I started in San Diego and moved out to Colorado to pursue a degree in industrial design.
Sweet.
As I wanted to improve the quality of the products we're making and really bring my business to a professional level.
So talk to me about those products. What are you doing for the van life here?
So we've been building custom vans 7 years. We've been getting more into our standardized builds. We now have 4 standardized models that you can purchase with short lead times and reliable build construction that we warranty as well. And on top of that, we're growing into other market segments, such as the small SUV and car camping area. I've been working on a unique drop-in solution. We're calling it Trek House. And it's going to be a compact kitchen and sleeping solution with some power integration that fits inside of your small SUV, allows you to use it as you would regularly. Your back seat's up, and you can use it to organize your gear in the trunk. You can use it to keep track of your climbing equipment, your skateboards, your skis, whatever you need. You can store it in back with the seats up. You can fold those seats down, then the whole contraption will open up and allow you to have a full-size bed in the back of your SUV. You can still use that kitchen when the bed's out. You can still store all your gear. It is really a win-win. You don't sacrifice anything from your vehicle. It's not permanent. It doesn't interfere with the vehicle's functionality. And we're really excited to get that Trek House kit going And
So this truck house, it sounds kind of like a plug and play kit where we'd come to you and say, I've got this type of vehicle, and you kind of have an off-the-shelf thing that you know will fit that vehicle?
Yep. So we're starting with just 4 very popular models in the compact SUV segment. It's going to be the Subaru Forester, Subaru Outback, the Honda CR-V, and the Toyota RAV4. And if you have another vehicle, send us an inquiry on our website, and that we're getting data on to see what other vehicles we might want to support in the future. This is going to be a custom fit for each vehicle, but we are CNCing it and able to ship it flat packed. So you have 2 options. You can come to our warehouse here in Evergreen, Colorado, 20 miles west of Denver. We'll install it for you on site. It takes less than 3 minutes. Or we can ship it to your house flat packed, and you can assemble it yourself. And then we'll also have a freight shipped, fully assembled version. That is more expensive though on the shipping side of things.
Certainly, I can see that. But you've been doing this, you say, like 7 years, so you also do the custom build outs or some rather modular build outs for what types of vans?
We commonly will work on the 3 big players, the Mercedes Sprinter, Ram ProMaster, and Ford Transit. But we're not going to limit ourselves to just those adventure vehicles. We're an adventure vehicle outfitter. So if you come to us with another van, a truck, another SUV, we can help you get a lift kit on it, roof rack, awnings, a bed platform. You come to us and we'll offer the solutions. We separate all of our projects in either a custom project or a service project, something we can just bolt on in the shop. So you come to us, we'll give you a quote, we'll give you the estimates, you can see visualizations, renders, get an idea of what you're purchasing before you actually put the money down on it, and then we'll deliver the product so you can get outside.
And it sounds like you're really customizing things, so specific power solutions, plumbing solutions to meet specific needs, different vehicles.
And we generally do have a system of kits and components that we like to reuse in different platforms to keep things consistent and reliable. However, with our background being in product design, not just myself, but many of our other employees too, we're very well equipped to design on the fly and create custom projects and products that are really going to deliver the performance that the client desires.
Sweet, so that's Venture House, H-A-U-S, Truck House being the new product. Where can people find out about you?
You can find us on Instagram, you can find us on YouTube, you can find us online. That's Venture House, it's contraction, and Truck House is our car camping kit, and we'll be out here in Evergreen at the farmers markets for the rest of the year. We've got a few more festivals to go to, so look out on our website and Instagram to catch us out in the wild.
Fantastic. Thanks for sharing. Have a great show. So let's talk to Colton from Avatar Off-Road. What brings you to the AVE and how long you've been doing this stuff?
So my family, we have this fab shop that's been around for about 30 years now. And about 8 years ago, we started doing NV van accessories. So we started in the van world, kind of on the truck side of things.
Okay.
And so we've been building roof racks and bumpers and side steps and stuff for that van for quite a while. And over the last few years, we've been getting more and more into the Sprinter and Transit world. So right now we've got roof racks and ladders, bumpers. I've got side steps that I call rock bodies that are incredibly unique for the industry. There's really no visible brackets.
Interesting.
We offer rear door solutions, so mountings for both the Sprinter and the Transit and the NV, and boxes. I have 6 different stock sizes. We're still a job shop, custom shop, so we will build you the size box you want. So if you have a size that you're after that I don't offer, might be difficult to find, but if you do, I can build it.
So our listeners are a bunch of RVers, and by boxes, I'm seeing some pretty heavy-duty, hefty steel boxes here for storing all sorts of stuff. What kind of audience are you serving with these things?
So my boxes are actually all aluminum.
Oh, great.
The heaviest box I make is 100 pounds, and that's my 6-pack ski locker. It'll hold 6 skis of 100 underfoot on average. So if you got an 80 and a 120, which is fairly common, that would fit. You can mix of snowboards if you need. We have a series of either drop-down, lift-up, combination doors that drop down and lift up, side swing, left, right. We offer a little bit of everything. All of our products are designed, built, and manufactured in Salt Lake City. So we're through and through built, made in USA.
And it sounds like you have certain stock solutions for certain types of vehicles. What type of van lifers are you seeing?
So we've seen mostly our experience has been large families is who we've dealt with the most. People who really need a lot of external storage because the van is full of people. There's no room left.
That's great.
So our roof racks have almost always been built with limited vent cutouts. We build custom cutouts for people when they need them, but that's because they need storage space. I build a 4-foot by 5-foot bag that'll hold 12 suitcases, watertight, that goes on the roof. It'll fit on either my Sprinter or my NV roof racks, my Transit roof racks. Holds a bunch of suitcases, get them up out of the weather, out of the van. So we mostly have seen that. We also have the full gambit of customers, anyone from retired couples to newlyweds who are just getting into this van life business, and everyone in between.
Do people tend to like bring the van to you and you outfit it, or can you ship stuff to someone and have them install it?
Primarily, we do a mixture of both, I would say. We either ship our simple to install products to people or other businesses and they have somebody install them for them, or they come see us. Utah's a great place to visit. We got lots of national parks. People come here, we install everything for free for people if they come visit us.
Easy highway access, and that's Avatar Off-Road. Where can people find you most?
You can find us, well, the easiest way to find me is either online, my website, or just give me a call.
And would that be Avatar?
AvatarOffroad.com. At Avatar Off-Road.
And I'm sure you're on all the channels
Instagram.
and see all the fancy photos and doing
I'm
some
much
wonderful-
better at building things than I am at getting on the social media of any kind, but give me a call. I'll tell you anything you ever want to need to know about anything I make.
Fantastic. The stuff looks great. Have a great show.
Thank you.
You are listening to the RV Entrepreneur Podcast, brought to you by RV Life. So let's take a quick break for a shout out to those who help make this show possible.
This episode is sponsored by Wholesale Warranties.
Protecting your RV investment means being ready for anything. An extended RV warranty from Wholesale Warranties is the best way to make sure that if an RV failure happens, you can afford to get back to enjoying the RV life as soon as possible. RV warranties are available for motorhomes, fifth wheels, and travel trailers, new and used, across the U.S. Visit wholesalewarranties.com for a free personalized RV warranty quote today and hit the road with peace of mind tomorrow.
This episode is sponsored by RV Flex Repair. Don't let a damaged RV roof keep you from hitting the open road. RV Flex Repair by Ziolo is the perfect solution for RV owners who want to keep their vehicles in top condition. Our easy-to-use complete RV roofing system can be applied in just one coat and is compatible with other products for added flexibility. Plus, with a lifetime warranty and free shipping, you can have peace of mind knowing your RV roof will last as long as your own vehicle. Visit rvflexrepair.com today and join the thousands of other satisfied RV owners who have already restored their roofs with RV Flex Repair.
And we're back with my live report from the 2023 Adventure Van Expo in Evergreen, Colorado. So now we're with Rich from River Adventure Designs because I noticed the Purify filter, P-Y-U-R-I-F-I. What is this, Rich?
So this is a water purifier that you can use to filter water from any surface water source, so a lake or stream, a river, and take that water and put it right straight into your van or into jerry cans or whatever you're using for your overland adventures.
So I have backpacked and such, and I've used like the pumping filter, and you caught my eye because you have a tagline that says, "Pure safe water in the wild, no pumping."
No pumping, yeah.
So something's pumping this, right? There's an electric pump or?
So there's an onboard pump and a battery, so the battery lasts about 3 hours, and in that 3 hours it'll pump about 40 gallons worth of water. It operates at about 1 liter per minute, and which it ends up being about 15 gallons per hour.
So you would use this device is like literally the size of a lunchbox, and it's got in and out, and the pump inside it, it's all self-contained.
Mm-hmm.
You would then pump straight out of whatever source you find, which might have a bunch of yucky stuff. What does this get rid of? Can it get rid of everything?
It gets rid of all the biological contaminants and viruses. So it's not going to take care of things like heavy metals, that kind of stuff, but anything that's going to make you sick from a biological standpoint, going to clear it all out. So Giardia, E. coli, any of the viruses that are associated with water, they're really hard to pronounce. So I don't remember them.
When did you start Rivern?
I started Rivern about a year ago. I've been working on this product for 5 years now, trying to figure out, source the pieces, design it. I make them all myself. I manufacture them myself from globally sourced products.
Fantastic. And where can people find you?
RivernAdventureDesigns.com. And then, or if you want to I guess, yeah, Rivern Adventure.
So Rivern, RIVERN, adventuredesigns.com, and I'm sure you're on all the social channels. People can find out about your Purify water filters.
That's right.
Thanks for taking time to chat.
Thank you.
And now another neighbor here right across from us at the AVE is Trevor from Live More Camper Vans. What brings you here and what have you been doing?
Hey there. So we decided to come to Colorado to show off our tiny home style vans. Out here it's a lot of adventure based vans. Our goal was to show something different, and we have vans. They're adventure based, but they're more like tiny homes on wheels, so it makes it more accessible. It also makes wives want to buy it more, so the guys and husbands can deck out the outside how they want, but they have a nice living space on the inside how they want.
Interesting. So I've been RVing for quite a while. Explain what do you mean the difference between a tiny home? Is it just more comfortable, more home-like?
Comfortable, home-like. It feels like home. It looks like home. It's comfortable like home. Tempur-Pedic mattresses, not just like a nice little thing you fall to the ground and step through. The finishes are real cedar wood, all sourced from Finland. They plant 10 trees for every one they cut down. All of butcher block acacia countertops. We also have an Everform solid surface. It looks like a house, but it's inside of a van, and it can go anywhere you like for it to go.
And you were telling me that you actually kind of have a fleet of these vans that you rent out?
Yes. So back home, we have 5 different ones we rent out because we have 5 different layouts that we offer. They're all customizable too. Then the 90% of our business is building these out on the East Coast. Our goal was to not just have a business and grow a business. That's already hard enough. We want to make it harder for some reason. We decided we had to build a community on the East Coast. West Coast has a van community. There is no community on the East Coast. So not only did we build a community, we also had to make them understand that it's not a cheap, community to join. So we have an entry-level van. We have a $35,000 build. You won't find that anywhere in the country with a lithium battery package, full on with solar and Victron energy components. So that's our entry-level offer. We can go way higher than that. But we want to make van life accessible to everybody, or the camping life accessible to everybody. So that was our goal.
So being the RV Entrepreneur Podcast, talk to me about your business. I was impressed. You've been doing this for how long, and how did it start?
We're a little over, we're approaching 5 years. It started in my garage. My goal was med school. So I did...
a far drive from med school.
It is, I know. So the goal was to, electrical engineering background as well as biochem. Doing that, started building out these vans just for fun for ourselves, started renting them out. They took off. COVID hit, took off even more. Went from a garage to 1,000 square feet to 5,000 square feet. Now we're at 16,000 square feet, and we have a crew of 12. So
crew of 12 in 5 years, you've grown this thing that big. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Where can people learn more?
www.livemorecampervans.com. You can follow us on social media as well at Live More Campervans, TikTok, Instagram, and if you go on our website, click on About Us, you can take a tour of our whole 16,000 square foot facility, just like you're there. So
fantastic. Thanks so much. Have a great show.
Yes, thank you. You too.
So now we're here with Matt from Titan Vans. What brings you to the Adventure Van Expo, Matt?
We're a Boulder-based Colorado company, so it was in our backyard. Came out to showcase some of the different products that we offer, from full production to our upgrades and service, and our DIY direct-to-consumer line as well.
Talk to me about your business life. When did you start this and why?
Yeah, I started the company 7 years ago. Background's applied physics engineering, and obviously avid outdoors individual. So kind of, to me, the industry was young when I started this company. There was not even a third of the companies that are here in existence, and it really combined the loves in my life of outdoor living, alternative, lifestyles, with that engineering side of it. So the electrical design, cabinetry design, CAD/CAM, utilizing small space efficiently, designing things that are robust, easy to service. That's kind of the tenets of engineering, and so I took a lot of that experience in my formal training and implemented it into these vehicles.
So I'm looking around here. Everyone's building vans. What sets you apart?
So I think, starting as an engineer and building these products is very different than I think how a lot of companies come at them. A lot of very, very competent people, good carpenters that know how to build cabinets really well. But I think, where we excel is designing electrical systems. We have one of the only electrical systems that's fully off-grid recoverable, meaning that even in low temperature, low voltage situations, we have backup power supplies, trickle chargers that all integrate into the van, and all you have to do is start the engine to recover the system. So from that perspective, just having an engineered electrical system that's been tested thoroughly and, has all the documentation. So it has wiring diagrams, has operating manuals, has troubleshooting guides. a lot of the back-end post-sales support that I think a lot of companies that are still getting started don't have a background in that. They don't come from a technical engineering world where I expect to have wiring diagrams, know the size of the wire, the gauge, the color, where it runs, where it terminates, all that stuff. We build these things to last and be extremely serviceable. So I think that's one of the other things that really sets us apart.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So where can people learn more about Titan Vans?
So yeah, website is always a good one, titanvans.com. Obviously, our YouTube channel is we do a lot on there. So we have hundreds of videos, van tours, tech videos, under the hood, customer spotlights, all sorts of different things on there. So search us on YouTube, Titan Vans, hit that like and subscribe. And Instagram's always a fun place too to just check out kind of those like van glam shots and good spot to connect to.
Awesome. Sounds great. Have a great show.
Thank you.
And here we are with Kristen with Van Wife Components at the Adventure Van Expo. What brings you here?
So we are a component company. We do powder-coated aluminum cabinets. We have a whole line of shower stalls, upper cabinets, base cabinets, and then in addition to that, a very popular headliner shelf. And we'll be launching our second round of our bed very soon. And then we have our hanging bags and all of that. So we're excited to be doing every single AVE show this year. We love doing the full circuit. Neil has a really awesome show going on. So we're here in Colorado, and then we'll head to Massachusetts from here and finish out the season.
Awesome. It sounds like you're serving more of the DIY crowd that's going to build out their own van.
We're about half and half. We do about half DIY, half van builders. So we have a lot of good dealer partners who will do installs for people that aren't comfortable doing that on their own, or maybe just don't want to do it on their own. So we have a lot of dealers around the country that have used our product and are familiar with it, and then DIYers are the other half of our business, and it's an easy to install component for a lot of people that are handy.
And you started Van Wife. When was that, and why Van Wife?
We started Van Wife. We built our first van back in 2016. Started the company in 2018 after there was a huge demand for the cabinets. And we're looking for kind of a catchy name, so it's just a little bit of a play on van life as a female-owned business. And things have kind of rolled from there. So this season we're rolling with our newly redesigned cabinet. So we've made a ton of upgrades. There's a lot of things that I think builders are going to like a lot better about install, and people are going to find a higher quality. Solved a lot of issues that were starting to crop up with our old line, and so we're really excited to be out this season.
And where can people learn more?
VanWifeComponents.com. They can follow our Instagram at VanWifeComponents, where we try to keep our big updates posting there as well.
That's great. I hope you have a great show. Thanks.
Thank you.
So now I saw the Van Essential booths, and this caught my eye. We're talking to James from Van Essential. What brought you to the Adventure Van Expo? What are you doing here?
Oh, we're here with the company. We build window covers, bug screens, and storage solutions for camper vans. We are local, so it's the natural place to be.
That's fantastic. So we're here in Evergreen, Colorado. So you're local here?
Yeah, our business is based in Broomfield, Colorado.
But I see a thing here, you're available at Amazon, you probably have a website yourself, and you sell products to the van industry. Pretty much any van that people are building out, or what's the primary product line that you're offering?
Yeah, so we build window covers, bug screens, and storage solutions for the three major platforms here in North America: Ford Transit, Mercedes Sprinter van, and the Ram ProMaster. We also supply into the UK and Europe, so all the other different variations of the same vans over there, but in the opposite trim as well, left-hand and right-hand drive. And also reaching out into Australia and New Zealand as well, and that's also where
That's great. So the window coverings, I see screens and they kind of seam up with a zipper or a magnet. Is that how that works?
That's correct, yeah. Our window covers are unique. We build everything out of recycled plastic bottles. We're the only company that uses our type of insulation in our foam. We use a lot of robotics and laser cutting and techniques into building our quality of covers, and we supply all over the world.
And then these storage solutions, this is fascinating. It's like a soft-sided storage solution that mounts to L-track that a lot of the vans have?
That's correct, yeah. We got three different size cabinets, 36, 24, and 48-inch cabinet. These will launch in the fall season, so coming very soon. We'll also be following up with L-Track as well as another solution to help people with their installations and DIY projects.
And you've got an impressive staff here. When did you start this company and why?
Yeah, we started in 2019. I started building vans myself in the driveway, buying them off Craigslist and turning them into camper vans. And then ultimately one thing led to another, and every time I got to the end of a van build, I noticed there's nothing in my windows. And after building and manufacturing overseas for many of the outdoor companies for the last 20 years, me and my partner, we teamed up and now we have our own 2 factories of ourselves, building offshore and supplying all over the world.
In such a short time. Congratulations on that. I hope you have a great show. Where can people learn more?
vanessential.com is the best place to get all the content and information.
Thanks, James. So now we're talking with Josh from Rome Rest at Adventure Van Expo. What brings you here, and what are these fancy, cushiony, comfy looking things?
Yeah, so we specialize in making mattresses across the board for different platforms, different models. We range from our universal fit to storytellers, revels. The company Rome Rest was created as a child company from North America Mattress, who has been in business for 27 years, starting in the medical side for labor and deliveries, stretchers, gurneys, and just progressing on. We've been doing conversion van upholstery for 12 years now, working with customers, specific fabrics, our fabrics. We have honestly seen it all in this industry, and so we just want to continue to help.
So over that time, you've kind of nailed it down to a product line offering. Do these just like fit all the specific models? Someone can just say, hey, I have a Revel Winnebago, and they get that particular model? Or
Yeah. So they just choose if they like to sleep firm or if they like to sleep soft. We have those 2 variations there for them. We have, for the storyteller, we've got the standard models, and then we have the LT. And then, with our corner cutouts are going into the custom, somebody can fill out a template, fill in the measurements, and it gets sent to us. We send them a proof. They approve. It goes into production.
So how long has Rome Rest been around?
So Rome Rest was established about 3.5 years ago, just to be able to bring brand recognition to what we do for the conversion vans. Again, we have done it for 12 years. So Rome Rest came to mind, and we want to make sure that everybody's set for the next day.
Fantastic. And where can people learn more?
So we have our website, romerest.com. We're also on Instagram. Follow us. And we also have our number on there on our website. You can give us a call, talk with any of us. We'll help you out.
Thanks so much. Have a great show.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Now we are at the Unaka booth with Brad. What brings you to Adventure Van Expo?
Yeah, hey Jim. So we came out to Expo just to kind of meet up with some other vendors and get some more exposure and kind of sell some of our products. But
tell me about those products. What do you have here?
Yeah, that's a great question. So what we do at Unaka, so our company came about because we realized that building camper vans can be overwhelming.
Yeah.
So our goal is to provide our customers with the tools and resources and products that they need to get out on their adventure. So our goal is to simplify that process. So we want to give you all that you need there.
So it sounds like you're definitely serving the DIY crowd. You have the tools and accessories and the gadgets and the mounts and all that stuff. Tell me like your product line. What's the pitch there?
Yeah, so you're right. We kind of cater to the DIY and the dealer realm. So our bread and butter is really roof racks and mounts. So we want to make sure that we can get everybody out on the road. That's like really the first component that you need. You got to get your roof rack on there to get your power systems. That's our other thing that we really like to focus on too, is our power systems. We do a lot of work with Victron and some other big names like that. So,
how long has Unaka been around?
So we are about 2.5 years old now, almost to our 3rd birthday.
Well, it's impressive what you've done here. Where can people learn more?
So if you go on to our website or our Instagram, it's unakagearco.com. That's our website, and our Instagram is Unaka Gear Co.
Fantastic. Have a great show.
All right, thanks. You too.
So Brad from Colorado Fairing Company is here, and you have some good-looking fairings. Obviously, you're building fairings for vans and trucks. What brings you to the Adventure Van Expo?
You know, the van life has grown, and a lot of people put things on top of their roof racks, solar panels and whatnot. Anything you put up there creates drag, wind noise, and our fairings block that, so it deflects the wind up and over, eliminates your wind noise, can increase your MPGs, so the fairing in the end pays for itself.
And probably keeps some bugs off.
Keeps your bugs off the expensive equipment up there on the roof.
And it looks like you build a fairing for just about any van or truck out there. Is there like I just tell you the model and I get one, or how's that work?
Correct, yeah. You tell us what kind of vehicle you're driving, what kind of roof rack you have, and then we build a fairing that's custom to your needs rather than you settling for something that's out on the market. And any size, any shape, we've done it before, and we can easily do something for you.
And when did you start this baby?
We started it in 2015, and we've been growing ever since. And the overland and van life community has been instrumental in the past couple years.
Awesome. So where can people learn more?
Can come to Colorado Fairing Company. We're up here in Evergreen right now, but you can also go to our website. It's www.cofairingco.com.
Fantastic. Have a great show.
Absolutely.
So now I see Explorist.life booth and some nifty components here. I want to talk to Steph. You started this company. When was that and why?
Yeah, we started the company in about 2017, and what we do is we teach people how to build DIY campers. And our whole gig is about education and making it more approachable for the DIYer to build their dream camper.
So your product offering is information. You're not necessarily selling these components, or are you?
We do sell the components, and we sell the wiring kits to go with them. So again, it's kind of just trying to make it more approachable for the DIYer, so we can give you all of the lugs, heat shrink, wire, everything that you need to wire all.
And we're
of the
talking about
components
electrical
together.
here. Electrical systems and power for
yes.
pretty much any van out there or RV?
Yep.
So any DIYer, you have a kit per se that you could then have them, kind of the novice could then install. Is that how?
Yes, that is exactly our goal. Yep.
And where can people learn more?
At Explorist.life.
And I can't leave without talking to Lori from 4-Wheel Campers because they helped bring us here. So tell me what brings you to the Adventure Van Expo.
Hi, Jim. We really want to come out to Colorado at the Adventure Van Expo and display our rigs out here and let people know that we have a product that will provide them with off-road access and is very simple, very durable, and easy to use.
So visually, you can tell, one of these things is not like the other. You're a little different than the vast majority of vans here. For people who can't see what we're looking at, what has 4-Wheel Campers been doing for 45 years it is?
50 years.
50 years now.
Yes.
And the product offering is primarily?
A slide-in camper. We also have a topper, and we have a flatbed camper.
So I'm now familiar with the Project M. That's a topper camper that sits on top, and you build it out the way you want.
Yes.
But your primary offering has been these slide-in campers, and there's a couple different versions of that, right?
Yes. So we have slide-in campers for mid-size trucks, full-size trucks, 5-foot beds, 6-foot beds, and there are different options available. You can go to the website, see all the options, price it out, quote it out, and they are durable off-road.
So you can put these on a 4-wheel drive vehicle. I think you're now making the M for a Jeep Gladiator truck, so you can put those, get way off grid, get out there up in the mountain, and the top pops up. So explain the basic functionality of a 4-wheel camper.
So it's low-profile camper with the ability to go out into off the grid, into places that you might not be able to go with other vehicles. You take it out. Once you're in your location, that's that perfect site you want to be at. You just pop the top up, takes about 5 minutes, and you have solar, you have lithium, you're living off the grid, and
well, I'm a fan for sure. I can testament to that. And it's kind of opposed to putting one of those like rooftop tents where you'd have to put the tent up and then climb up on top. You actually kind of have a camper. It's a comfy camping experience.
Yes, so you have that slide-in camper option or the topper, and it actually is waterproof if you have a slide-in and element-proof, and provides you with everything that you need that you would have at home.
And where can people learn more about 4-wheel campers?
At 4wheelcamper.com.
Well, that makes sense. Thanks so much, Lori.
Thank you.
And there you have it. We really did have a good time at the Adventure Van Expo. I didn't expect it to really be quite so much work, though. And people really did seem more interested in our portable potty solution than the build-out I was working on. Speaking of events, have you filled out our summit survey yet? Do you know about the RV Entrepreneur Summit? Have you attended in the past? Would you go again? Why? Head on over to therventrepreneur.com and answer just a few questions to help us shape the future of RV life events, and for your chance to win a $50 Amazon gift card. Then, maybe you can pick yourself up a collapsible toilet for your truck or van. For more nomadic tips and tricks and amazing stories about the RV life, be sure to check out our sister podcast at podcast.rvlife.com.